Yo, I got an important message from God. So check it out. Cancel culture is for the birds, man. It is. I'm so sick of living in such a stigmatic society. Look, people make mistakes all the time. Even you. It doesn't mean we are all evil. Who are we to say who is good and who is evil? It's human nature to be flawed. And being flawed doesn't make us bad or less worthy of love and forgiveness. We live in a culture where mistakes are judged and ridiculed publicly. Nothing is private anymore. For some, the consequence of such shaming often results in losing employment or losing a spouse or partner, dividing families, or even being displaced from our church or other significant social clubs meaningful to the canceled's life. The more followers one has, the more demeaning the canceling. It's all a byproduct of our normalized idolatry in this country. Cancel culture wouldn't exist if we didn't idolize celebrities or leaders. Cancel culture seemingly seeks out vengeance for the radically offended. It impacts friendships, mental health status, it negates resumes, and facilitates criminal records. Cancel culture drastically changes the reputation of the canceled, and soon even their characteristics of a good nature are long lost, buried by the agenda of an evil narration of this idolatry. This is all the reputation that they are left with. The canceled, well, he or she is left with this. Stop it, just stop it. Some will say they get what they deserve. Do the crime, do the time. Well, I say, who are we to decide such? A man's truth should be between he and God alone, and every man is entitled to his own discovery of truth, and thus we should each be receptive of an alternate perspective and complement the critical, free thinker for an astounding opinion. Oftentimes, cancel culture targets those who don't support an agenda. Sometimes cancel culture happens because a cancel list or a fact checker will dig up a post or blog or video from the canceled's past, something in some instances that shamed and canceled have since matured or healed from or grown from. It happened long ago. They had moved on. But society brings it right back to their front porch and says to everyone else, hey, look, this dude can't be this or that because he said this or that 10 years ago. What a damn shame. Look, we are all humans, which means we are meant to make mistakes. We are imperfect, and mistakes add significant value to our lives. This is our personal spiritual warfare. We are meant to learn and evolve. This is how we sharpen the knives of our wit, and wisdom only comes from the hardest of life's lessons. This is the exemplary way of discovering one's own truth and love. Mistakes and struggles are how we find God. We go within and mature from our mistakes. I'm not afraid of a society trying to cancel me. In fact, I have deliberately displaced myself from such a society. Hell, I will go ahead and cancel myself. I'm an alcoholic addict with 4 kids and 2 baby mamas. I've never been married. 2 of those kids I haven't seen in 8 years. And the other 2, I'm lucky if I get to see them 2 to 3 times a year. I'm a codependent, sometimes even labeled narcissistic. I'm a martyr. I'm an anti-capitalist, anti-Luciferian, anti-beast system. I haven't had a job in 2 years. I have more debt than Elon Musk has capitalistic credits. I owe the IRS money. I'm behind in child support. I've been arrested some 20 times, mostly drugs and alcohol related. I'm overweight, mostly from being depressed and lonely. Some call that laziness. And I have been fighting mental health disorders all of my life. I've been to rehab where I got kicked out. But guess what? I could run your company as good or even better than anyone, and I'm a fierce, fierce lover. I would die protecting anyone I love. Hell, I'd die protecting a stranger if it were for the right cause, because that's who I am. So fuck cancel culture. I don't want anything to do with such a society anyhow. So tell me, who do you want to be? I felt called to add this. I just want to say, I love all of my children, and I miss them each deeply. Believe me when I tell you, I'm paying for my mistakes. I grieve every day. I hurt, but I'm doing all of this to try to get back to them. I want nothing more than to be a part of their lives. That's why I'm here.